Hi crocheters of the world. In this tutorial we will work together on this lovely ring scarf work in Tunisian crochet with this so sweet border, ruffle border. It's really nice, and you will see I can say it's a beginner tutorial for a beginner project for one that maybe has no experience with the Tunisian crochet. It's really easy. Now you will need for this a lace or fingering yarn suitable for 2.5 to 3 millimeters hook, more or less 100 grams, let's say 150 just to be sure, a Tunisian crochet hook of 5.5 millimeters, and a 3.5 normal crochet hook for the borders. So let us begin. I just want to show you that it can be wear like this too. Look at this beauty. I really like it so much. There will be a beret with the Tunisian crochet that will match this lovely scarf, circular scarf, or it can be put like this too. And the ruffle part, it's only on the upper side, because actually I make it double. So as you can see, it has so many beautiful ways of that you can put it on your neck. It's really nice, and from my point of view, fancy and chic. There is one more thing I want to tell you before we go to the tutorial, is that if you want to work the beret too, so there will be the tutorial of the beret too in Tunisian crochet, you can buy about 200 grams of yarn, okay, so fingering or sport yarn or lace yarn, so you will have enough quantity to work the circular scarf or ring scarf and the beret too. So to work this scarf, I am using a lace or fingering yarn or sock yarn. It's a group yarns or one, and it's suitable for 2.5 to 3 millimeters hook, and I will work it with 5.5 millimeters hook Tunisian crochet. Now I took off the cable because I don't need it for the little swatch that I will show you here in the tutorial. Okay, now this is my scarf, and it is really easy. It's only the Tunisian crochet stitch and the arrow stitch. So I began with 30 stitches, and I work 30 rounds with the Tunisian simple stitch, and then 30 rounds with the arrow stitch, and so on. 3 times I repeat this sequence. So arrows, Tunisian simple stitch and arrow stitch. Now let me just show you. Of course I will put less stitches, not 30. Here just to show you how to work these stitches, I will put 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And on these 6 stitches, so we will work the first row. We will pick up the stitches from the wrong side of the chain, here where we have this bump loops. 1, 2, the first one we just have it on the hook. 3, so 5 actually we need to pick up. 4, and this is the last. It's here. Okay. And now for the Tunisian, so now we will just yarn over and pull through 1 loop, yarn over, pull through 2 to the end. So these 2. Actually we pull through 2 because it's one that we have it on the always on the hook, and it's one from the stitches that we have. So yarn over, pull through these 2. okay, like this. And now for the Tunisian simple stitch, the very first stitch we don't work it, insert hook around the vertical bar, yarn over, pull through, okay. So we have the front vertical bar, yarn over, pull through, and we just go on and work it like this. At the end we will always insert hook through 2 loops like this, so we will have a nice edge. Yarn over, pull through 1, and now just because we have 1 loop on the hook, we will pull through these 2 loops always, okay. 1 of the stitches that we have and 1 loop that is, let's say, the working loop, because with this loop we just create the chain, and with this loop we close actually the stitch. So can you see, this is the chain that we create, and then pull through the next to create the stitch, chain, stitch, okay. That's why we pull through 2. I just want to explain you this little thing. Maybe it's more easy, I don't know, it's easier or it's more clear, okay. And this is the way we will go on and work our Tunisian simple stitch like this. I will work 4, so pull through 2 at the end, 4 rows only, so 30 we work. So it's, we have, imagine you have 30, you can just put 30 chains, and you will work 30 rows with this Tunisian simple stitch. Yarn over, pull through 1, and now we will yarn over, pull through this and this. So we take, so we create the chain and the stitch. Again, chain and stitch, chain and stitch, and that's why we yarn over and pull through 2, chain and stitch, chain and stitch, okay. Now this is my 3rd row. I will work 1 more and then I will show you the arrow stitch, even if I already have the tutorial and you have it on the eye, into the right side corner of this, into the right side corner of this, you just need to touch the screen, okay, and you will have the eye on the right side corner on this tutorial, so you can go on and see the arrow stitch better if you want to. So yarn over, pull through 1 again, and yarn over, pull through 2, the chain, the stitch, the chain, the stitch, yarn over, the chain, the stitch. So can you see the chain? This is the chain, and this vertical is the stitch. Okay, I work only 4 obvious just to show you how to work. You know, for the arrow stitch we will begin like this, yarn over, so like this on the wrong side, on the outside, let's say, not front but back side, yes, back side, so like this, okay, yarn over, and we will just insert, pull through 2, we will actually make a kind of decrease, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over again, and then we will pull through 2 vertical bars, and we will yarn over again, and we will work the last stitch, and the last stitch always is worked like this, okay. And this is the first stitch of the first row of the arrow stitch, yarn over, pull through 1. Now we will work again normally the stitches, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2 to the end. And this is the first step. And for the second step of the arrow stitch we will work like this. We just want to insert hook into the first, and then in the middle, in between the stitches, here, actually in the middle, 1 into the stitch and in the middle. And now we are to the end, so we work the last stitch, and this is what we have. And this is the arrow stitch. Now let us work one more time the first and the second row. So okay, as you can see, I have the arrow stitch. Now we will just yarn over from the back like this, and insert hook through 2 loops, 2 vertical bars, and pull through 2. Yarn over, insert hook through 2 loops, yarn over, and now we will finish with inserting hook through 2 loops. So you can see we have a nice border as we have here. And now yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2 to the end. Okay, and for the second repeating sequence, we will just insert hook into the first vertical bar, pull up a loop, and in the middle, in between the vertical bars, in the middle, now into the second, and so on. We finish by inserting hook in between the stitches and with, of course, our last stitch, the border stitch, and then yarn over, pull through 1 and pull through 2 to the end. Okay, now this is what we have. It's really lovely, this stitch, and this is the way we just continue on for the scarf. As I said, I will repeat this. My scarf has 30 chains, so I began with 30 chain. You can begin with more, only that you must have an even number of stitches. And I repeat the simple stitch, Tunisian simple stitch, 30 rows, and arrow stitch 30 rows, and so on. And I repeat this sequence, so 30 plus 30, 3 times, okay? So for me it's just enough. Depends on how long you want to make it, okay, your circular scarf. Now the second step, when you finish the length, what you will do is you will cut the yarn at the end. Oh, let me show you how you will finish. So you will finish with a sequence of arrow stitch, and let me show you how to bind off actually. So to bind off, it's really easy. You will just work as a simple stitch, chain 1 and insert hook into the very first vertical bar, pull up a loop, and the first loop through the second, kind of slip stitch, and then we go on around the vertical bar, next vertical bar, pull up a loop, pull the first through the second. Oops, it slips, so like this, and now the next, and so on to the end, and the next, okay, and the next, and the last. Chain 1, and now you can cut the yarn. You will cut a longer yarn, as I cut it here, just because we want to join our so to sew the beginning and the ending edge to join in a nice circular scarf, okay? And let me show you how we will join it together. Now let's see the mattress stitch. So I said cut a longer yarn, and with the right side facing you, so the right side, okay, we will insert hook first here from the bottom like this into the very first stitch. So we have the stitches, as I said, on the edge. That's why I wanted to begin on the wrong side of the chain, because we have these stitches and we need them. Okay, now how to work the mattress stitch. We insert hook into the first stitch here, and we go out into the second, okay, and we pull, not tight, just like this. And now we will go into the neck, into the other side, and we do the same thing. So insert hook, from up and go out into the next. Okay, now we will turn back and we will insert hook exactly where we came out last time. Okay, and then we will come out into the next. We will repeat the same on the other side. So where we come out last time and into the next. And this is how we will continue on. So into this one and then into the next. And from time to time we can, and then we go back and do the same thing. And now we can pull. So from time to time just pull, okay? And we continue on. Where is my last? It's here. Okay? And then here. And that's the way we go on. Until we finish all, okay? And we will have a nice and perfect, so on the wrong side we'll see something, on the right side nothing. So it's just a perfect way of sewing two parts together on Tunisian crochet and on knitting actually, okay? I'm back to show you something, a tricky part. You need two markers. Now when you before you pull to close all the stitches, insert one marker when you came up with your yarn, and insert the marker when you came up on the other side. Okay, so you will know where to begin. And now I can just pull, pull, pull. Perfect, I have it. Look at it. So lovely. Okay, and now it's really easy. I came up here and here. So now I will continue on easily because I really know I can take off the marker now. I work my first. And it's here where I will work again. Okay? So it's very easy. So like this you will just see perfectly the first stitches, okay, where to begin again with your mattress stitch, okay? So like this. Don't stitch, just the space, okay? So you don't have to stitch like this. I will just continue on to the end, okay? This is mine finished. So as you can see, it's just perfect. And here is the wrong side. This is how it looks on the wrong side. And to board all around on one side and on the other side, we will work with the normal crochet hook and a 3.5 crochet hook. And we insert hook into the very first, so you know we have the stitches on one side and on the other side, you can see them. Into each stitch we will work 3 half double crochets. So join, chain 1, yarn over, and begin with 3, 2 and 3. Skip into the next and continue on like this all around till you reach again the first, into the next, and slip stitch into the first half double crochet to join. Cut your yarn and work the same thing on the other side. And that's all. You will be ready with your so soft, so lovely Tunisian crochet circular scarf or ring scarf. So 3. We really have this nice and lovely border. So I just finished it on one side. I just wanted to show you how it looks. It's so lovely. So lovely. Look at it. and then on our neck it's really lovely. And I will board the other side obvious to finish. Now that's it. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial on Tunisian crochet. It's I can say it's a beginner project cut. It's really easy. You can skip the arrow stitch, you can just go on with the simple stitch if you want to, but from my point of view the sequences of arrow stitch give something more, okay? So it's so lovely, this stitch. Now I just adore it. So hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss another tutorial of mine on crochet, Tunisian crochet and knitting for crocheters. And of course see you at the next tutorial. If you want to share with me some projects that you worked following one of my tutorials, you can do it on my Facebook page. You can message me, private message me with a photo. You can subscribe to my group. You can find below the tutorial the link of my group. Or you can just tag me on Instagram. I'm always happy to see your projects, and I'm always happy to leave you a nice comment, as you leave me so many beautiful comments. So see you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.